Good afternoon. My name is Nicholas Mahir, and I'm here to persuade my audience about how the drinking age in America is too high. Now, we've all been to different resorts, we've either been to different countries where the drinking age is significantly lower. For example, you go to Mexico, you go to the Dominican Republic, the drinking age over there is around 18. If you go to bigger countries such as Canada, Australia, the drinking age is also 18. However, you go to the United Kingdom, drinking age is 16. So that means the government in the United Kingdom trusts people, let alone teenagers that just turned 16, to drink. That means they think that they're responsible enough to drink. However, now the bigger issue lays. The United States has a drinking age of 21. Now, people have argued that the drinking age being 21 is significantly too high. They also feel that if the drinking age is so high in America for being 21, then why do 18-year-olds have other responsibilities at the age of 18 that are significantly greater than drinking? For example, we can vote at the age of 18. Us Americans, once you turn 18, you're allowed to vote. You're also allowed to enlist into the Army, the military, and the Navy at the age of 18. You're allowed to defend your country at the age of 18, but you're not allowed to drink. That doesn't primarily make sense. Why are you able to defend your country? You're pretty much able to hold a gun, if you really want to be honest, and if you really want to break it down in more technical terms. You're able to hold a gun. You're able to go out in the battlefield. You're able to be a medic. You're able to be a pilot. There's so many other things that you can do at the age of 18. Now, for example, you could start to get your driver's license at the age of 16. That's significantly greater than drinking. That's a bigger responsibility than drinking. Now, it's a junior license, but when you turn 18, it turns into a real license, which also means that at the age of 18, you technically have a full license, but you can't drink. Now, what kind of just baffles more people is the fact that underage drinking is at 32%. That means illegally, there's underage drinkers at 32%, while it goes against legal drinkers that are at 24%. That's a pretty, measurable statistic. But on top of that, what's not measured is the fact that people, or more, should I say, college students, high school kids, they purchase fake identification cards so they could purchase alcohol and go to liquor stores, go to clubs, go to bars. Because at the end of the day, a person at a bar, an owner at a bar, is not going to kick you out once they see an ID. Because at the end of the day, they're not really going to know the significant difference. But they need to make money too. So if they can make money without being caught, they're going to bring you in just so you can drink. So why not lower the age to 18 so that way people don't have to purchase fake identification cards. And then at the end of the day, people don't need to sneak around to drink. Now, for example, I've been to I've been to supermarkets. I've been around restaurants where I've seen kids that look like they're 14 years old. They pull out a fake identification card and they're drinking for the rest of the night. At the end of the day, that's irresponsible by them, but it's also irresponsible by the government as well. Because at the end of the day, once you lower that age, you don't have to deal with so many people buying all these fake identification cards, and also knowing that people are going to be much more lackadaisical, because now at the end of the day they don't feel so pressured of, oh, I'm not 21 years old, I can't drink, but you know what, let me go sneak around to drink. More importantly, the fact that you're able to vote at this age, at 18 years old, that's a bigger responsibility than drinking. If that's the case, voting should be at 21, because you're making a decision that's based off your country. You're basing your ideas off, for example, for the next president. Everyone knows how serious that our last presidential debate was, but you're putting your own responsibility, you're putting your own risk into something that's long lasting for the country. But the drinking age can't get lowered. It doesn't primarily make a lot of sense. However, now, if you're tried in the state of the court of law, you're tried as an adult at 18 years old. So once you make a mistake at the age of 18 years old, you're automatically tried as an adult. You're looked at in the eyes of the law as an adult once you're considered 18. Now, people argue and say, no, once you're 21, you're considered an adult. Yeah, that might be the case, but at the end of the day, once you're 18, there's a lot more responsibilities that fall on you. And if drinking can't get lowered down because it's so high, then primarily that's a significantly big problem. You have rival countries such as the United Kingdom. Their drinking age is 16 years old. That says more than enough, because at the end of the day, it shows that that country trusts those people. That means they trust teenagers from a young age, and at the end of the day, they know that if they get out of hand, if they commit crimes, that's on them. So if the drinking age was to get lowered to us to 18, or let alone 19, 20, not so much being 21, it just takes a whole burden off having to sneak around to drink. Let alone, people fail to understand is that people are going to drink regardless whether you like it or not. So the fact that we could do that and we could stop that really makes a lot. It makes a big difference. And by presenting these valid points, I hope I persuaded the audience enough to see if we could push the drinking age to be lowered in the United States.